Alright. I've got everything in order. Chewing on some candied ginger, so now my mouth's all overly warm. Which I don't mind. Good spicy. Good meal, that one. Hello. All right. This stuff again. It was pretty interesting how they, how much a bit simpler the original versions are of these tracks. I'm not sure which one I prefer, if I'm honest. I think they both work really well. But we'll be hearing more of that down the line anyway. Alright. Alright, let's get this booted up. Alright. Getting back into some False Skies. All looks normal. Alright. Yeah, been a minute since we've streamed some False Skies. Got through all of Unsighted before getting back here. So, which is about right. That's about as long as I expected that to go. So, yeah. 38 out of 80, that's my usual level. So, making some pretty good headway here. Alright, the Emperor of Apargi has made us the Shining Mirror, with which the path through the luminous cave shall be lit. Alright, so last time on Fall Skies, we got our way through the Seasons dungeon. Yeah, we entered the Apargi Castle, we got around through the Seasons dungeon, and we wrapped around a bit up into Bind, and did some mine digging, and went up and around, and did some more side quests. And everyone's finally reached an adequate level for all of their abilities. So, we've finally ranked everyone up to their next class. So we now have Shadow Mage, or let's see, Starlit, Shadow Mage, Samurai, and Guardian. Guardian's gonna hurt a little bit, but it'll absolutely be worth it, because, like, yeah, having defense buffs whenever we want is extremely powerful. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I think it goes up to like 75% or something on the AoE buffs, so it's gonna kick some ass when we get there. On top of the fact that we have Catechus and Alpanic. So, Tech's pretty ready to do some good healing. Actually, worse healing than normal, but details. We'll get there. Let's see. Yeah, we got Doc starting to pick up elemental skills. Tama's officially in the light, doing light and dark damage. Not too far off from getting Al Soleil, so at least he can start blasting an AoE, which will be very useful for us. And I've started to get my Starlit abilities. Stagger, which is handy, and Bloodwing, times last damage to foe. So, we can just repeat the damage we did last time. For pretty cheap, actually. So, keep that in the back pocket. But for now, that is our team comp. As with the recent changes. Speaking of which, Eiths, Arcane, Taju. Okay. Do I have any rusts on hand? This inventory does not sort these well. Here. I don't think I do. Because, yeah, we got the Taju and... not Pacer. What do we get? I got... Ames, Omni, Pile, Patina. Yeah, there we go, that's what we got. We got the Patina. Alright, this guy's just talking about building the plane. Alright, so last time I think we stopped right before going into the next dungeon, because the next dungeon's actually a pretty long one. And I didn't want to start it with 10 minutes on the clock. So, I've done my own volume here a little bit. There we go. Okay. Alright, so onward and upward we go. I have a mind part here. Anything else I needed to upkeep on here? Oh yeah, Jorbs. We got all of the Jorbs for tier 4 except for 2. Barrier Mage, which is listed on here as the default, like just having a class on the class data to have them unlocked for the mode we're using. And we're missing Heavy Archer, which will not become available until we complete this next segment. So, I think we should just warp to a party at this point. I'm trying to think if there's any side quests we're missing, but I think we've done all of them. But where's the gas mask? Easy warp. Wrong thing. Find Pargy. Here we go. The cave is up. Okay. Yeah, I remember needing the boat to get there. I think the seahorse is more of a problem. I think we should be able to bonk our way through this, mostly. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm gonna miss not having Archer, or not having ranged weapon for a little bit, but... I thought Doc would have done enough immediately on his own. Oh, that heals them. I know. Alright, into the luminous cave. Oh, the cave is under jurisdiction of House Autumn, and as such, none may enter. I see you received permission to enter. Go forth. By permission, you mean we have the magic mirror. That's a literal slippery slope. Dark Hydra. Right? I don't think I have... Oh, I do have a straight Lux damage spell, yeah. Oh, right, fuck. Yeah, I'll try that. Yep, these fuckers. Alright, cool. Doc is still doing deranged amounts of damage. Alright. This is, in fact, very good. Alright. Ooh, did not kill it. I did not anticipate that. Next card always goes first. Destroyed them one time, but not the second. I'm surprised by that. Alright, so there should be some goodies up here. What you got for me? Magic! It's probably... Oh, thing Palm already has. Thing I already bought. Okay. That's fine. Keep attacking at me. This works. I'm okay with that. I have a 23% dodge chance. It's fine. A mole. Or centipedes. Ow. Yeah, that Alpanaka's doing considerably worse. Hey, Tama. Ah, Goo Dragon. Return of the Goo Dragon. Alright, bolts. Yeah, that hurts. Okay. That's a good refill. Ooh, good prize. I will take that. That is a pleasant surprise. Go. That's good prize. I will not complain about stealing any sprays. Sprays are precious. Bonk. Oh, some weird swordsman with a hat. Ah, another who wishes to seek out the pretender to the Imperial throne. I see the way ahead is now open. Let us meet closer to the castle. Okay. Well, we've seen the weird guy with the hat, so... off to a start. Give him that. Oof. I mean, we're using the, what was it, the Gen 3 version of Flash. Where it only lights up like a little square, a little circle around you. Like a cart. Alright, Pike, and then you zap. Go for the fire. You can bonk it. Can in fact be bonked. Will they also drop sprays? Each of the individual little slimes drop sprays. Okay, alright. I'm learning some very important things right now. So a significance of a spray is that you can actually use it in battle, whereas you can't use the regular healing items in combat. Which is what makes sprays and discs rather important finds. So any reliable source of a spray is a good source of is a good item to find. Especially with my team being a bit lacking in healing right now. I see you've caught up while I was sharpening my blade. I wonder how long has that pretender sat on the throne, betraying ancient custom. No matter, we shall pursue that pretender to the ends of the earth and beyond. Alright. And immediately combat. Alright, thanks for leaving me behind here, buddy. Alright. Like, we're just gonna go for the lash. I don't know if X shield adjusts, like, enemy priority towards you or not. Alright, defense pass, which I've found collectively sort of useful. It's useful on very rare occasions. Mostly because I don't want to fuck around with Hydras. That's fine. Ugh. There we go. Hey, we finally got a good application on Bloodwing there. Used it right and proper. For a change. Alright. Welcome to the Luminous Cavern Maze. Isn't actually that big of a deal. I do need to... Because we don't know which corners have chests and which don't, so, you know. The Elnals. Keep up with the Blood Tonic, just keep everybody fresh. Try Fire Fang. The bolts, yeah, you should just be able to just stab. But yeah, I'm already kind of feeling the hurt of Tech not having like phenomenal healing numbers. Oh well. Ah, Luminary. It's like I've played Dragon Quest again or something. Alright, bolts. Oh boy. Ew. That didn't do as much as I'd hoped. There we go. Yeah, if SMT has taught us anything, the best defense is to just not get hit. Stella. Okay. Surprised you survived. See, I know, Sword Throw does some shenanigans. That's usually pretty dangerous to actually get hit with. Some prizes over here, which is fine by me. Alright, you go for that. Drop defense. You know, go for an advance. Just... let's go for that. More spray, which I will gladly take. Oh, they use star. I don't remember what element star damage does. But star is interesting in that it takes X number of turns to hit. Star spells are basically future sight. Although I think they apply by like the later Pokemon rules where future sight does like psychic damage and not null damage, which is kind of weird because I think it's like one of the only things in Pokemon that does like damage and not typed damage. Yeah. Yeah, go for a Blood Tonic and a Twin Lash. Alright, Bloodwing. You take 1 damage. Is that from like the thing like that actually just does 1 damage to you or something? Well, whatever. Just bolts it. I think the bolts goes first. Yeah. Feels good to be doing numbers, though. Okay. Ah, up here. Okay. Yeah, this is the partway mark. I will gladly take that. Here. Worn, an old battered blade, needs repairs. Anyway, there's another thing over here. The Jewel. Draconic origin. Alright. Let's see, who gets the Jewel? 31 defense, 31 special defense. Considering that's a headgear... I don't know if it actually has any other effects, though. I think it's just high defense and special defense bonus. Which... honestly, I might just take that on Doc at this point. Just give you a little more defense. We're just running with Pokemon tonight, aren't we? It isn't a summon. It isn't a pact. Let me see. Does it show up in the inventory when I have it equipped? No, it doesn't. Alright, let me do something real quick. Unequip the shell. Unequip the jewel. A small yet very sturdy shell and of draconic origin. So you might notice that they're a teal color. The teal color means they're part of a side quest. Or the Clarity Rod, which is also not a side quest, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the shell and the jewel. And we've already heard of two other mystical treasures that we need to find. A fire robe of some kind, and a bowl. We have yet to find those in particular, but, you know, we have 2 of the 5 mystical items. I know where another one is, which we can actually technically get to now if we wanted. I think it's on the map. Let me see. World map. It's either... we could probably actually check it out after we finish this dungeon. I think it's here. It's one of these disparate islands. I don't remember which one. I think it's either this one or this one. There's an island with something on it. And that something has the item on it, hidden somewhere. Alright, you get your shell back. And Doc, you equip the jewel. I think it's the first time I've actually used the jewel, though. I think I forgot about it my last playthrough. Alright, so here's this. Let's see. Alright. Just swing at the Gel Dragon, that's fine. These guys don't bite me for casting magic on them. Alright, just explode their entire ass. Spray, defense lowered. Or defense lowered. Ooh, yep. Finally saw a star hit for a change. Alright. Yeah, I like the star spell. It's neat. Up. H shell, B claw, I leg, F boom. It's all these buff items. Alright. Okay. Okay. Go for the blood tonic, twin lash. I'll go for the X guard and see if maybe that helps with survival. Good enough. Not here. There's a spot in this particular room, I don't remember where, that leads to one of the summons. Might he be right here? Even. Okay. Like... What's on it? Alright. Blood tonic, twin lash. Alright, I'll gladly take that. Yeah. I keep forgetting that does 1 damage to itself. It doesn't quite work. Those who aim to evoke the spirit of blades. You are too late. My power has been scattered for millennia. Spoiler alert, it is in fact not too late. Have I picked up any yet? I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't think I have yet. So anyway, yeah, there's... so you know those obelisks? I've been like, yeah, let's touch the obelisk while we're here. So that's Union, and this is Arthur. Arthur. I think it's just supposed to be bootleg Arthur. It's the big sword summon. So yeah. I just call it Arthur out of, like, just because, you know. But you need to collect 5... You need to collect 5 unusable swords. And then you offer them up to Arthur and you get it. kind of hurt not having Pike around. Hey, there we go. That's what I've been waiting for. Alright, and then like next level or the level after that, Tama's gonna be all ready to start cooking. Alright. Not useful in this particular fight, but yeah. We now have AoE magic on Tama, so. Now you too can damage things in an array. Alright. Twin Lash. Alright. The power of the light side of the moon. Alright. If only I could be this grossly... If only I could be so grossly incandescent. There we go. I remember the lines eventually. More sweet, sweet sprays. Huh, I did a little more damage than that this time. Interesting. Keeping everybody up to snuff. I'm enjoying Blood Tonic while it's available to me. It won't last forever. Ooh, killer! Is that better than the sword? No, no it isn't. Alright, well... Hey Tama, do you want a scythe that does more damage and has insta-kill chance? Anyway, we found the prize. It's also a massive boost to your attack, so even more blood wine. Yeah, that's a good, like, 15 to 20 point bump in your blood wine. I forget if I fight you here or not. I remember a very annoying fight with this prick. Beyond this point is a Pargi castle, and thus pretender to the throne. That pretender shall face my blade, face his punishment for taking the throne of Gi. I see you have not been forthcoming about your allegiances. The look on your face betrays you, and such betrayal deserves the blade. At least we get more of this theme, though. This theme rocks. Alright. Heavy survey. Alan Pike. Jodan. Yeah, I remember this fight being a real bastard. Oh, what? Wrong spot. She's. Oh, it still heals you. Neat. That's cool! I learned a thing! Rise still in fact just heals you. I am in fact learning. I'll give you the Accio. Like Accio. Fire Fang. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna focus on items. I've been picking up all these sprays, so I should just use them. Okay. Readying Blade. Alright. That. Oh, that went a lot smoother than last time. Oh, hey, and I got a red for it. Lord of Guise shall be the pretenders still. Leave me. I don't want sympathy from those who follow the words of an illegitimate heir to the throne. Yeah, fair enough. Is Ray's juiced by recovery or just percentage of HP? I think it's both. I think it uses like a base percentage and then recovery raises it up from there. I assume. I'm making some guesswork. Wait, so this is, so this meant that all the work Moza Manta went through was pointless? No, not quite. There was always the case that the Emperor took the means for unlocking the airship with him. And that would have required a total retrofitting of the airship. Sure, but has almost seriously burned that many bridges that this is the only escape route she has left? Maybe, maybe not. But I've heard her name, and to be shot on sight in close proximity. I guess there's no escaping our fate then. Let's get going. To be shot on sight, you say? Gonna need to pick that up at some point. For now. Oh, cart. Take a cart. Alright, Jant. I recall you are absolutely worth just destroying initial go. Do not stop at go. Do not collect $200. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good track. Almost infuriating. We go through all this effort to crush the nation's military, and then she does nothing. I was told that I would be touring this nation, not standing guard for some useless treasure. You know what? I've had enough. I'm leaving. Fair enough, bud. Strategist and 2 Might Guards. Alright. Al Knowles. Al Soleil. I'll stab. There we go. 7 grand. A bomb? More bombs? Oh, hey. Meerkite. More bombs. We found something useful in here. Yeah, just give him a survey. I'ma explode it. Eh, whatever, who cares? You guys just swing. A tonic. Even more tonics. I don't think I got the green key until... Yeah, like, trudging through here isn't worth too much until you get the green key. I'm just getting tonics. I'm gonna get them anyway from just explodinating the countryside with sunlight. It's ready, Alma. You think I didn't feel that passing by? Don't insult me like that. Let your superior lead the way. It's card beta. I believe opens green doors. You're headed to the mines north of Bind, correct? Do I look like an itinerary to you? Of course, we're going via the Binding Mines. The people of Elt have a vendetta against me, remember? Your foolishness did remind me of something, though. Let us know when we pass over Bind. There's something I want to check on. So our invaders left in the Emperor's airship. What a bittersweet end to this trial of ours. Or perhaps not. Something tells me the Emperor may yet not be ready to return to Apargi. I've already sent what few troops we can spare to Bind to tell him of our his plight. I hit the button too early. You may want to follow them, if only to retrieve that airship. I'm told you so desire. Alright. Current threat is passed. Alright, so... We're down here. I'm going to go over here. Okay, do you accept this yet? Empty throne only reminds me that much more of my failings. Received data, heavy archer. Take this. You shall use this better than I in this new age. Alright, so heavy archer. Data. Here we are. So, heavy archer. For those who want to destroy foes from afar, can use great bows well. The H is for harm most. So heavy archer is special. I'm planning on taking heavy archer, even though it's probably contradictory to the final class that I want to take for myself. So heavy archer is slow, which is a problem for the build that I'm using, because there's a reason I'm using Starlit. It's fast. We want extra speed. But I'm going to be taking a hit, and I'm going to be going for heavy archer. The reason I'm going for heavy archer, well, there's one specific reason. Not only is it an attack class because bows are attack and not skill based. But here's the fun thing about archer. Deca arrow is pretty good. I don't really care about Titan arrow or D arrow much. Meta rain is neat. That's a good AoE damage for me. But the real prize, you might have noticed, P Arrow 2. Poison Arrow 2. Yeah, that's just free poison damage. That's just poison spell. Which... yeah, you can guess why I want it. Why I want somebody to have poison around. So, there's a reason that I'm taking Heavy Archer, but not Regular Archer. So, Regular Archer has P Arrow, or Poison Arrow. And it also gets access to C Arrow as well. It gets also access to Piercer, which is extremely good. But because Archer is tier 1, when we loop back over, we lose access to the poison, as we did with Hexer. So nobody would have access to any poison whatsoever on our team. And I don't like the idea of that. I like poison. Poison's good. Every episode of the stream is just the oh god, I don't remember the name of it. The skit. The skit where the guys just like, do you do poison? It's just that on repeat. So yeah, there's a reason I didn't take Archer initially, and went for Generalist, despite the fact that Generalist does not excel in any stat. Partly because Generalist is extremely useful. I have Pike and a heal spell, and Unfair. I can reduce defense, increase attack. Like those 3 skills alone are extremely useful. Just through the entire game, and I'm gonna lose access to them, which is going to sting. I want Pike around. Not that Doc will need it, but still want it. But yeah, no, Heavy Archer, I'll have access to poison. So I'm giving up I'm giving up, like, some of my best key stat, for poison, which is what I want. I think I can just stab them at this point. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I've made some priority to get my access to that. Not all of it, just some of it. I'm willing to make sacrifices for poison. Alright, so we now have the important key. So let's go back up through here again. Did I save at the save book? I should do that before I go through here again. Because I think once you complete the dungeon, you can go back through it. Once you go back up to a certain point, there's something that might kick my ass up there. So I want to play it safe here. I also probably have cash now. Yeah, 81 grand. I can probably afford something if I want. I think I have all the armor in it, though. Yeah, I have all the armor. I have a sword. I could go get that sword fixed up. Over in Bind? Well, Bind's where we have to go anyway, so that's fine. I'm gonna go check this out while I'm here. I'm gonna just do a repeller too. I'm trying to remember where everything's at in this particular dungeon. Alright, that's a cart. Yeah, I have to go talk to somebody over there to get that then. Yep. There's a side quest for that. Up. Disc. I also need to go back into the basement too. Yeah, that thing. I could see it moving. Does this just rack around? I hope I didn't. I didn't think that would actually let me just walk down into that again. So it did. Cool. Alright, time to wrap my way back up there. Obviously not right this second. Yeah, I might grab a fistful of repels, but... yeah, I do have to go talk to that guy at some point. Alright. I'm gonna grab some more repels. Alright, let's go. Alright. You know, I'll check it out after the fact. How did a monster like that get in here? So anyway, this is a very silly guy, and I love this man. I love this monster with all of my heart. Look at this guy. Look at this silly little bastard. Isn't it amazing? Also make note that the bottom right guy has a gun in his mouth. So good! The Armorochi. I love this guy too much. He's so good. A very silly little guy. Stock. Oh yeah, it's a bit of a fucker. Just a wee bit. Slow game. Just a wee bit of a bastard. We had to make a sporting attempt. I love him, but it attacks 8 times in a turn. It's a lot, and it has counters. It's just a lot. Unfortunately, by the time you can come back to fight it, it's piss easy. Right, actually there was one more thing I wanted to check out in there. Items, I can just use it. Oh, that's fine. Can I go just over to the other side? No. Alright, I go down, over this way. One more's fine. No, that's not where I came in from. It's over... Yeah, this looks familiar. Not? Where did we come in from then? I'm having an absolute mindfuck. I just walked through here. Upper left? Right? Upper left. Here we are. Nope. Definitely came in from over here somewhere. Yeah, where was the passage? Here it is. Wrapped around to the garden. Where in the garden did this wrap around to? Just the exit? That's weird. What's the point of that? Verisimilitude? There's some of the loot that we can go get in the Apargi Cavern, but I don't feel like going down there right now. Yeah, we now have access to green doors, which opens up a couple spots. I'm not too worried about hunting around for them right this second. Airship flew over and landed south right here for a bit. What's the deal with that? Well, I guess we'll go head over that way then. But first things first. Yep. What do you got for me, buddy? Gojion, Royal Blade of Protection. Which, if I recall, is pretty good, actually. Yeah. A wee bit good. Increases defense, special defense, skill, recovery, and attack by very large amount. Alright. Alright. So yeah, good sword, in fact. Well, Doc is officially exceeding everyone in a core stat at this point. By a wide margin. Alright, so now we have cool weapon. The Emperor, taken away. Binding Mines. Okay. Because we already knew we had to go to Binding Mines. So. Alright. What was there to do? You know what? I'm gonna go over here. Go to EO real quick. Because I am mildly curious. What do you got for me? Medio, which we can't actually buy. Oh, alright. I'm doing pretty good on bullets. Pack items. Alright. I also need to remember, levels for level up. I think 45 is the turnaround level for class 4. Or for a tier 4 job. So I know we need 25 for Guardian, yeah. because I want Owl Focus. That's extremely useful. Samurai 20, I don't care about Black Fang. Black Fang is good, but not required. For reasons that will become relevant later. Black Fang is unrequired. Technically Silver Fang is also unrequired, but we'll see. Depends on how we're feeling when we get there. Let's see, we have Shadow Mage 25 all the way. Like, Owl Soleil and Owl Knolls do not fuck around in the slightest. Like, at bare minimum, you have to get Photon Gun. That is my bare minimum requirement for anything at this point with Shadow Mage. Yeah, Starlit 15, whatever. I don't think Starlit has any passive bonuses, so it's just kind of whatever. A gun made of light. So yeah, I'll probably just change over my class whenever. Heavy Archer also barely has any level requirements, 18. Compared to most of the other classes. 20. Yeah, actually, what are the other rest of them? Elementalist finishes around 15. Okay, so yeah. Most of the tier 4s will be done around 15 to 20. Alright, so 15 for Doc. Heavy Infantry, I'll be done at 18. Monkey will be done at 20. Alright, and then... yeah. Oh, right, the only thing I haven't picked for this, right, because we have that left as a question mark, is, what Jorb Tama wants for tier 4. Because if you run Shadow Mage long enough, it kind of doesn't matter that you take Elementalist, because it doesn't really benefit from it. Barrier Mage is extremely good, but you don't really need the debuff attack spells either. So, like, there are 3 options that we have. Yeah, because you got Heats and Morpeh on Almorpeh. Rock Spike is eh. But yeah, Heats and Morpeh are extremely useful. Phenomenally useful. Because those are defense and special defense down plus damage. So yeah, you can get Barrier Mage. God damn it. Yeah, Barrier Mage. You have the option for Seer, which will give you speed buffs and debuffs. So we can add to the debuff train, not via damage, but via regular buffs. These are very, very useful speed ones. There's no All Agile though, unfortunately. There's Al Unagil, but there's no Al Agil, unfortunately. Or alternatively, you could go Haven Maker as well, and have 2 healing characters, which is probably excessive. So, yeah, probably Barrier Mage is what I'm suspecting. Given debuff game good. Alright. So, there's nothing going on at EO right now. There's someone with a green door, and I'm trying to remember where it was. This building? It might have been over at Mapor. I'm gonna check real quick before we forget. Galaxy Brain Notion Heavy Archer. Heavy Archer does also get minus defense attack. Well, you take the Heavy Archer and then I take, like, Champion instead or something? Heavy Archer does have a high skill, a relatively high skill amount. But that also means that, well, no, because the standing problem with, yeah, so the problem with you being Heavy Archer is that all the attacks for Heavy Archer are based on attack stat, not skill. Those are all effectively identical to what Doc's doing. But, you know, worse numbers. Just slightly different effects. Which works for me because I'm a physical attacker. Or actually I'm kind of a MIDI, but whatever. I'm kind of a MIDI that just capitalizes on having good speed. But yeah, I can actually use physical attacks more reliably. Just because you're cheating and using a scythe to have... Actually no, even with the scythe you're still doing worse than me, so... Like, yeah. So yeah, I think Barrier Mage is pretty much the best option. That's what I thought, but I didn't pen it in yet, because I think that was just the one thing that was like, I'm not sure, because you could go, like, one of two ways with it. Let's see, that's a red door. Alright, I'm probably thinking somewhere else with a green door. Oh, right, you know what? Before we do that, I should go check that thing. Because, yeah, there's actually a bunch of shit. We're gonna be locked into a lot of, stuff. So I'm trying to take care of things before I forget about them. Alright. I need to zoop over to... Branmere. Sun, alright. I'll teleport over to Sun. Okay, itch. Okay. So, the place we're going on the map is down to the right. That's the hole. There's nothing interesting about the hole. It's just a hole. Yep, here it is. This is the place. A remote colony. We haven't had any visitors other than you of late. You're obviously not from Garm, but feel free to stay a while. It seems we're going to need to be self-sufficient out here, being on the island and all. There's mist in here. Garm's more land power, so naval dominance never been its thing. I have to wonder where that Lady Seth came from. From the ocean! Anyway, we need to go up here. Up and around and over. Oh look! A shiny. A branch. Some kind of magic stick or something. Look at if branch is any good though. So yeah, this is another one of those rare treasures. 402 in skill. Okay, so yeah, branch is good. Branch is less good when you get it, when you remember, when you get it at the intended time. Zero, stop. It's only gonna hurt everyone. What are people in their horned fortress casting in Technicolor? Yeah. I could just turn more, but where's the fun in that? Alright, yeah, 402. What's currently 262? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm sorry, Tama. Yeah, I am gonna be taking the scythe because I can use both attack and magic. I also benefit from the both. Okay, well, you're now outpowering Doc by the magic of having a 400 plus 400 in a stat. Okay. It's fine, you'll find a way. Alright, so that's, what, 4 out of... That's 3 out of 5 treasures. We have the stick, the rock, and the shell. Alright. They also resist magics, so... Yeah, pretty good numbers. Brand near. That's the hole. Here. Yeah, there we go. Or amber lamps. Alright. Let's go zoop back over to Bind after we get the little touch up. The border is over here. Alright. So let's head over to no, Bind. I know where we're going. I'm going in there by reflex at this point. I don't know why. Alright. Let's go up here. Hey, the airship. A die, a binding spine, and an ether jack. Still doing a respectable number. In the all things... Oh, I have to hit A to interact with that. Okay. Almost going against what the Council of Garm demands of her. Going to be furious. Alma left us behind, and when she headed into the mines, what do you expect us to do now? Give up, I guess. Airship's controls. Manning them yourself seems like a bad idea. I don't get it. Garm's so advanced and powerful. Why are we retreating from you lot? I'm kicking ass. Have you heard of light infantry, motherfucker? This airship's awfully quaint. It's all the wood paneling. It's really slow. Ah, the Gingaga Gap. Ganuga Gap? We're just gonna call it the Gap. That'll blow you away, no question. The Gap will be relevant later. And by later, I mean pretty soon, actually. Sort of. Alright, so I think we need to go down to 4-5. The reason we didn't bother coming down this far last time we came through here. I forget if El Soleil is useful here or not. Yeah, that works fine. Spur, alright. Doubles an ally speed, set HP to critical. Right. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, I can't even spur myself. I can just spur others, though. To do dangerous and dumb things. Okay. Yeah, I don't really otherwise have a good AoE attack at the moment. Also, Tama is still faster than me, and I am a starlet. There, nice. I keep forgetting that, like, Shadow Mage is disgustingly fast. Right? Yeah, Shadow Mage is 4.5 or 3.5. Starlet's a full 4, actually, so why are you faster than me? I know Hexer is, yeah, also relatively fast. Infiltrator is identical speed. You know, I do have you with the feather, yeah. That's probably enough. Yeah, the feather is just barely putting you over my speed. I forgot about the feather. I gave you a feather-shaped motorbike. You know what? I'm just gonna go for that. Yeah, still doing good. That's what, like 50 recovered per? That's fairly respectable. I think Ys are immune to the light magic, so I'm just gonna go for that. Alright, let's see what's over here. Joel, which we've already used before and don't need it anymore. Ooh, free topaz. I'll take that. And plate mail Mark 3. Alright. I'll take those. Yeah, I'm really gonna need to get tech some kind of healing. Geddon! Hey! Alright, that's the good stuff. The elevator's supposed to be here. Right? Is there some step to this equation I'm missing? Talked to everybody, I went to the mines. Is there something I'm missing? I'm gonna... You want to repel for a moment here. I have to go up a floor? Came to the Binding Mine. This should lead up to the excavator. Correct. Yeah, so it's up to the excavator. Oh, I can't even warp out of the mines. Weird. Let's scratch my head here a little bit. Maybe it's up on the... something I have to check on the first floor? We've got confirmation that the Emperor's been kidnapped. Do I have to go back to Pargy and talk to the guys again? Now that I know where the Emperor is? Seems... silly. I don't remember that being... Oh, wait. You know, I can actually just check. The game should just tell me here. Recall. Alma's escaped with the airship and headed west. After. Okay. Well, I know she's in the mines. Oh, okay. It failed to escape with them. It seems that Alma's had enough of her time playing Emperor. Whether or not you were at fault... Okay, so we had to go up through floor 1. I was mistaking things. My bad. Whether or not you're at fault for making her flee back to Garm with that Emperor figure isn't important. What is, though, is that she's asked us to keep you occupied until they've made their escape. So, draw your weapons. Okay. So, I in fact misremembered things. Unsurprising, I suppose. Alright. Gonna drop the skill. Advance. There we go. Nothing to find. Alright, so just murder. Wow. You guys are trying, aren't you? Missed every attack there. Ugh, I'm impressed. Alright. I will plank myself for the moment. Defense down. Oh wait, I forgot, I'm supposed to use Jodan first and then switch around. Alright, that's fine. Alfoka. Wait. We all hate Alma. Why are we helping her again? You know, you're right. Alma doesn't deserve our support. If you hurry, she might have time to get away, might not have time to get away before you reach her. Just head north and you reach the central elevator shaft. The automated warp system below didn't even get properly set up. Is she seriously going to... Oh, don't mind me. Just mulling things over. We still have a rematch in our future, you know. Let's stop pretending that you're not being friendly with this lot in the past. And asking for a rematch seems foolish given your win record. Blah. I have no intention of being chatty or friendly right now. My dislike of Alma is a whole lot stronger than my ambivalence towards you. Don't get any ideas. Alma's not going to wait around while you chat us up, you know. It's fair. It's fine. Oh, hold up. There's something I wish to give you before you descend. Hey, Barrier Mage. Barrez, we have to get going. That's underhanded. Relax. It's not technically against the rules we set. It turns out this won't take me in the direction I want to go in anyway. Maybe you'll make better use of it. One more thing. Ferris, stop giving them advice. It's regarding Alma. It's fine. We weren't the only defenses Alma was counting on. Expect resistance going down their corridor. And don't try backing out to heal either. They'll regroup if you turn your backs on them for too long. That's all. See ya. Alright. So, we now have all of the tier 4 drop classes. Give us the BM, it's bad manners. Well, at least it's not the bowel movements, so, you know. Step in the right direction. Bad manners to smear sand in people's eyes to lower their defense. Which is good, because we like doing that. Alright, NWTC Might. More mites. Let's see if they have anything of interest on them. Al Soleil. Probably not worth burning the MP, honestly. You can just swing and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Alright, River and Mites. Alright, the Rivers are slightly more worthwhile. No problem. Shouldn't need too much to bonk them, though. Skillful tactic. Rusttail. Yeah, I remember Rusttail being a goddamn problem. Alright. Alright, a blood tonic. Yeah, if we leave the room, we have to do all of these fights over again. Which, oh no, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Just destroy that thing. I should reset your attack. There we go. There we go. No recoil. Alright, before I go any further... Oh wait, actually wait, I think... There... Yeah, okay. I think there might be a save at the bottom of the elevator here. Okay. We will be making it in the backup slot. So this is a particularly special dungeon. There's just no coming back. This is a one-way dungeon. I see your saviors have arrived, Emperor. Hold. Let my people know that the land of Gi still flourishes. That's enough of that. Bring us to Emdi, in the land where the stars fell and the skies dimmed. Well, they teleported. Ah, conveniently they left the control stick behind. Now we can pilot the airship. Oh look, the fire is gone. Alright, so there's a missable boss fight in here. But yeah, Binding Minds, emergency exit. Some bullets and a spray. Ah, fire. Flames block the passage forward or backward. Alright, pursuits and a bind breaker. Alright. I don't appreciate that. Hey, you're not supposed to survive that. There we go. Hey, even with the branch, Tom was doing pretty good numbers. In the all things considered pile. I need to remember that we need to go to the far upper left. Despair renders enemy defenses irrelevant. I don't think it penetrates defense. I think it, like, occasionally causes defense down. That or it ignores defense. I don't remember. Yeah, it might ignore defense, that's possible. I don't remember it being very good, though. I missed. Ooh, M-tonic. That's a big heal. Alright. Oh, unfair. Lash. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, it's toast. There we go, now you have Alnolds, which is actually going to be extremely useful. I cannot begin to describe how useful Alnolds is going to be right now. This. Nope, not this. Yeah, there's definitely like a side room. Or is it in here? It might not be in here. No, we'll see. Everybody's up to enough, more or less. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Ether Canary. Welcome to Bird. Actually, no, I should wait on that for a second. I'm going to... do that. I have my reasons for that. Jodan as well. And Alfoka. I know it healed it, but that's a 50% reduction in its ether. Or in its special attack. Okay. So, Flame Pillar, Mind Fire, and Ether Canary. Now, Pike. And... Actually, no. Can you... Survey. I don't know if you actually have anything meaningful or not. Acuo. For an advance, because that doesn't really... that isn't really going to be a problem. Let's go raised. Nothing to find. Okay. Defense lowered. Alright. Let's roll. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like myself. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Tama's got this fight covered. Just believe in Tama, that's all we really need to do here. Like... you know, just... you know what? Honestly, Bloodwing's just gonna be doing the numbers for me here. So yeah. Extremely good time for you to unlock Al Knowles, by the way. Phenomenal timing. That could not have been better. I thought there was a mini-boss in here for some reason. That might still be, actually. No, maybe not. Nope, I guess not. I misremembered. I think. You don't know, I was thinking of the EO area. The EO dungeon had the mini-boss hidden in it. Which we did. Yeah, I just know there was a couple bits of loot you can miss in here. That was probably just what I was thinking of. Oh, this is floor 5. Okay. Alright, back up we go. Okay. Yeah, but just in case. There you are. I heard the news and rushed here as fast as we could. Your faces tell us what we feared. Come back with us to Apargi and tell us all that happened. So the Emperor has been taken to Garm and mentioned that Gi still exists. I understand that you wish to take the airship for your own journey, but with a matter this important, we don't want to risk the safety of outsiders like you. As such, us four will take the airship and take the search on ourselves. A fall to monumental power that'll be brought to bear on you. I've done some reading on Garmite tactics of late, and it seems that they're loath to use their full might. The trials we've all had are thanks to what happened with a fraction of their true power. We'll be bringing some of our soldiers with us, you realize. Soldiers that were swept away by the weaker part of Garm's forces. Soldiers you need here. Make your point. You don't need an army to search for one man. A small group of people do the job just as well. Isn't that right? Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm being paid by her, look. Not my place to say no, apparently. I suppose you're in the right here. Doubly so with all you've done so recently. Mapor Exploration Society, come with us to the journey to find Garm. A few days of preparation passed. Upon further reflection, we've decided that I'll be the one of the four of us taking the airship to Garm. The airship is outside. I'll make whatever preparations you need and then board it. Talk to me at the helm. You've come a long way since that day in Ledagarm, you know. You'd best prepare yourself before heading off. It may be a long time before you return. We have no idea what lies beyond those mountains, or how your arrival will be taken. As a parting gift, take this. All. Allows for changing party units at inns. They'll give you the ability to change inns. Yeah, okay, so whenever you want. Alright, wish you the greatest of luck. Alright, so let me check something. 109,000. Alright, cool. Let's do two things. I forget. Does the game tell me if I have an item or not? Yes, yes it does. Alright, cool. I would like to sell a couple items. Let's see. I don't need the jaw. Catch I want. Scythe I'll be keeping. Aim, Foggy, Arluxer. I don't really care about that at this point. I don't need the water. I want to keep all the claws. Unless I just want to sell a couple odds and ends. Alright, so basically I want to make sure that I have 100k in the pocket before we progress onward and upward. the big reason for that is that there is a certain item that I want to buy. And I need 100 grand. If I recall, that's the correct amount. I need 100 grand to buy it. A very special item. But because of where we're going, cash is not really a thing that we can get anymore. We won't be getting much cash, and there won't be too many opportunities to get more cash. And yeah, we're gonna need that cash, and I very specifically want that item. But I also want to make sure I stock up on utility items. So because these kinds of items are going to be simultaneously more expensive and less expensive. And you'll understand when we get there. So for now, the items that are considerably cheaper, I want to buy stocks of. The more expensive items, I'm not going to worry about, like tonics and stuff. Cartridges, I do want a stack of those. They are definitely not as necessary, but I still want them. 20. I didn't need the extra magic or the plate mile. I picked up a couple topazes, I think, right? I don't need the fires. I don't think anybody needs... I should keep the star. I think that's a special weapon, if I recall. Alright. I don't think I need the V40 anymore. Okay. I don't have a gunner, so bullets don't matter much. Alright. I would like to warp over to Mapboard just to make sure I still have things in my inventory. There's some particular things I want to make sure I still have on hand. I forget where the blimp is. I think it's over in... I think it's like right next to Bind. It's either next to Bind or a Pargy. Probably Pargy. Alright. So, head over to Map War, and I want to go to the shop. Bloody move, thank you. Alright. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. I have a 1 of everything. This will be relevant later, I promise. Alright. Got stack repels, I got some exits and some returns. Got a reasonable stack of bullets in case I do need to use a gun for some reason. Yeah, I got a reasonable amount. Alright. So I got my repels. Stack of standard carts. Pretty good on just general healing items. I've been hoarding L sprays. Okay. I'm feeling relatively confident here. So, I've done most of the side quests that we can do. There's one that involves, like, just kind of pointless grinding over here that we could do, but I don't really feel like doing it. We got the remote colony. We could go back to a Pargy Cavern to grab, like, The free healing items. Binding Mines, Kuruin, Snouse. Europa Ruins. Hinge. Trying to think of anything else that has green doors for us. There's a couple things probably, I'm just not remembering where they are. I don't think it's anything particularly necessary or useful to us, but... there's one place we can check. I don't really see too much of a point in doing that. It's not gonna let us through there anyway. Okay. Yeah. I think it's about time we can head out to the great beyond. Death blow. Alright, so let's go to Apargi. So yeah, we'll finally be able to go to Garm. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I should probably heal first, though. We will have an ability to make money later in some capacity when we get to where I want to go, but still, I want to make sure I have the 100 grand on hand before I go over that way. Most of Apargi's army was lost when Alma attacked. Even us three being away will hurt them now. I was able to ride this airship once on its maiden voyage. How long ago does it feel? We've learned from the tactical errors that we made defending Apargi. Garm's forces have nothing on us now. I'm part of the SRDG. Our services demand that we go to the ends of the earth to save those in need. Fair enough. Alright, ready as soon as you are. Are you ready to head to Garm? You won't be able to return here for a long time. And when they say long time, they mean long time. Basically, once we're in the next area, we're kind of quasi-officially in the second half of the game. We're entering the Act 2, if you will. Yeah, I guess first... Well, I feel it took more than a third of the game, but yeah, this is the, this is our shift into Act 2, so to speak. Great face of the Isi Mountains. Even today, they've remained unexplored, but no longer. Today, we rise beyond them. Today, we see what lies beyond that jagged line piercing the sky. This track feels really good for this. Today we shall see Garm, home of the ones who caused us so much grief. Whoop. Ahead, we're seeing some sort of mass ether buildup west of us, at about our elevation. Well, what I'm saying is that, what was that? Wow. We just got involved in a hit and run. It appears that another airship has collided with us. We're losing altitude fast. Brace yourselves. Whoops. Oh. Oh, they still seem to be alive, and yet they're clearly not Alma's servants. Let's bring them back to Elt. They can tell us what happened. To use something as important as the gap as a bludgeoning tool. What is Gout thinking? Yeah, I hope you weren't too attached to the airship. I never even got to actually use it to travel around the world. You're awake. After you were out for that long, I was expecting the worst. I'm surprised you all survived that crash. Getting hit by the gap must have been an unpleasant experience. So what brought you here? You really wish to reach Garm. Well, the road there is a long one still. If you're who we think you are, you'll encounter a lot of resistance along the way. Especially since Gout's set to visit here today. Dear, don't make assumptions that they're that group of explorers. Well, whoever you are, you should probably get going. There's an inn in Springs right next to our house. You might want to check there before you head off. You've rolled out all sorts of defenses in preparation for Gout's arrival. I don't know why. We're in the middle of the desert, surrounded by mountains. Who'd attack us? It's me. Oh, before you go, I have to give you something. I have to give you a wallet. I heard that the wider world uses a different currency than Garm does. This will help arrange ours. I'll help you arrange ours, okay? Alright. So we now have a wallet. So you might notice our UI has something new about it. Something fancy going on here. So yeah, those reds that were in our inventory, all the way at the bottom here. Yeah, they're not in our inventory anymore. They're here now, in our wallet. So basically, instead of Mu, which is the general currency that we normally have, we get colored tickets. So you'll be able to quickly tell why I say some things are vastly more expensive than they were before, and some things are less expensive. The fun thing about the tickets are that you can only spend certain ones for certain things. Certain enemies drop certain tickets, so maintaining your Garmite wallet is a pain in the ass. There is a special flavor of ticket, all the way at the top there. You notice it goes like purple, and then white, and then black. The top one is black, and then the other one's white, yeah. So blacks are special. They're used to unlock all of the post-game modifiers, or like the New Game Plus modifiers. Yeah, you unlock all of those via black tickets. There's like 6, I think. I missed one in prior playthroughs. Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of them total that you can earn in a playthrough. But once you unlock everything, you can just spend them on like mega ethers, effectively. But yeah, everything's reduced down to like 1 or 2 reds, so the actual value of a red is arbitrary. Reds and yellows are kind of the things you're going to be spending to get like healing items and shit. So, you know, use logbooks to write down where things from where you're from. Garm has similar custom, but we call them record books. We've had them around since before Let disappeared. Alright, so we can even change classes at inns now. Arm, that's still a world away. You could try using the teleporter in Elk Palace, but good luck with that. Ah, money's money. As long as you can pay, I don't care where you're from or who you are. These are the springs. 1 red. So yeah, it's gonna cost us a red to heal. Don't think combat's active while we're running around in this section, so yet. So let's explore a little bit. You being here is the reason all the robots are out, right? Did you just get your invasion or whatever done fast? I appreciate his candor. 5 red. Yeah, I think that gate line is where the game will start activating combats on us. An iron 4. Sign's been worn away to the point of illegibility. I guess that's what happens when you're living in the desert. Alright. I clearly wasn't prepared for the desert. To them, throw up the barriers. God's visit to Elt shall not go disturbed. I am here to invade. 3 yellow. I think the shop is on the left side of town. There's a robot blocking the way. Its armor makes attacking it from this side foolish. Now, the throne room is this way. That can come later. I wish to gaze upon Elt. That which you say will become the new crown of Garm. And hey, new combat theme, by the way. We got used to this one. Lancer. I think they actually have weird shenanigans about getting hit with dark damage, specifically. Yeah, they have counter dark. Ah, okay. Both ways are in fact being blocked. Alright. This is good. I like it. This game's soundtrack is very good. Alright, Doc is 42. We're 8 and 9 at this point. Trying to keep track of Guardian learns focus. Defense burst is at 11. Okay. X shield at 15. Samurai learns the last of its good stuff at 15. The key things I need from Samurai are at 15. Let's see. Arcanist, Shadow Mage. Shadow Mage is just gonna keep going. Gunner. Okay. Scarlet's 15. I get Encore at 15. Okay. Encore is the big one that I want. There's another inn stuff on this side, but no save. Let's see what you got. I haven't heard anything about what's going on in this desert or the mountains that ring it. I know that the initial expedition here had some reports of this world being civilization-free. They're clearly not from Garm. You're clearly not from Garm and get all sorts of gear on you, so that's not true. So here's the item shops. So yeah, 2 yellows, 1 red, greens. I don't know why the yellows are specifically black, whereas the reds and greens aren't. I guess readability, I suppose. has target defense. So yeah, we have all the items. They're just more expensive. Effectively, because of the way you get like reds and stuff, it's a lot cheaper to buy like tonics and carts using like eventually it'll be a lot cheaper to be spending reds and yellows on healing items than it would be if you were spending regular cash. Partly because you also have a hard cap on how much of each ticket you can hold. So spending them kind of matters at a certain point. These guys want greens for everything and blues, which I don't think you can even get. You can get like maybe one blue here. So a lot of this just kind of goes to waste. Shields might be worth it. Titania is still worse than Branch. Line is something I might want to pick up. Mere segment of an endless arc. The infra... The Sir... Draco... Pinion. Pinion is still worse than the Guijian. Gujian. And... Conveniently... There's vending machines full of bullets for some reason. I don't know why. In this universe, there are vending machines full of bullets. You can just buy ammo from a vending machine. And yeah, they're actually pretty cheap. Look at the returns! Mediums cost the same amount as smalls. Smalls are like 200 a box, and mediums are like 500. And larges are what, like 1,000 plus a piece? There's an even bigger bullet flavor of bullet, but too expensive to use. There's an ultra large bullet, but they're basically unusable because they just cost so goddamn much to use. Oops, I used a regular attack and wasted $500,000 on a fucking bullet. It's like, okay. Yeah. There's actually some in-universe reasons for why there's tickets instead of, like, cash. It's not good. I mean, not good reasoning for the system, not that it's not good lore, I guess. You know. It's auto reasons. If you walk on the grass here, you won't run into monsters quite as often. Small favor, sure, but if you're being run ragged by them, remember that. Yeah, so it doesn't really make the thing go up if you walk on the grass. Which is illegal in Mega Man Sprite game, so we're all trained to not walk on the grass. I'm not used to fighting in such bright conditions, so I won't bother confronting you. Feather Dragon, Cure Hold. So hey, a Dargon. We're finally seeing a dragon. I'm gonna try and do that to you. Elnol's... just go for the slaps for now, I think. Right, I forgot about that shit. Sandstorms are, in fact, rude. I kind of prefer wing over your magic. Okay, and you might have noticed that we didn't get, like, a consistent amount of money here and there. We killed 2 things and only got $1 for it. Yeah, I have noticed that combats in this are... the cash amount is tied to the specific type of combat you get into, and not what you kill. Actually, right, we don't even have the bestiary for this area, I think. Do we? Does it actually count this area for that? Serpent, spike shell. Amber lamp. Hour set, gel dragon. Yeah, they don't show up here. Yeah, so you might notice we're not getting things in our bestiary now. Alright. Wall. So, if I recall... I don't know if you have anything worth stealing. I don't remember what you have, so... The monster manual. Too far off. But that's later. We'll get there. Right, I remember these things now. Okay. Just gonna charge you. And then fire bolts. Alright. I forget if Shade Fang works well. Cracker. Left. Okay. We had some way to destroy this wall or barrier. Well, you're gonna be stuck in Shadow Mage for a while. Also, Rock Spike isn't very useful. Alright, Shade Fang. I'm gonna go for a Blood Tonic. Good for a Tri-Edge. There we go, didn't even pay the penalty for it. Okay. It's a shortcut. Alright, walkers. Quad leg. Alright, tonic. Ow. Well, fortunately Tama has the most XP of all of us, so that wasn't too much of a hit for you. Keep forgetting that the sandstorm is a relevant feature in combat right now. Alright. Sandstorm, like in Pokemon, is in fact dangerous. Alright. Like 2. A disc. Alright. Actually, is Pike 2 worth it over body? Probably not. Let's see. 30 and 20. Pike 2, 31. Yeah, not worth it. Alright. Almost. Like, it feels good to just have nice blast casting. And I can feel considerably less worried about blast casting. Like, it just doesn't cost me much of anything to do. Which feels pretty nice. Alright. Accio. Then. Yeah. Powerful. Bolts, and then... Honestly, for the moment, probably just better to just keep swinging. Still kicking ass, though. Alright. Death Blow? Oh, okay. It's immune to death. I got very excited for a moment there. Okay. Here, and that should open up another thing here. Yep. Alright. Pike. Let's start with a blood tonic. No, actually, I shouldn't use Pike yet. Heavy survey. No, I have one fair. Let me just use that. Okay. So, let's start with Cracker, bolts, alright. Oh, I forgot to... yeah. I forgot to buff you. Alright. Alright, Shade Fang, some more bolts. Go for it. Alright. Grudge. Alright. Wrap around. Alright, cool. That's a whole good deal of wrap around for us. Loon, Elmols, bolts, accurate. Can we go with the blood tonic? Go down. Pike. Bolts. Alright, there we go. Yeah, actually I'm just swinging at this point, because the extra smacks are, lowering its defense. I'm gonna try something. It doesn't die on this turn. Okay. Big if, I know. Alright, focus. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck around out in the desert right now. Okay. Nice. Good old-fashioned just destroy. So this is Elt. This is your first time seeing the city? You haven't seen any pictures of it before. Picture cannot capture how the place looks in person, nor can it display how it truly feels. And this place feels doomed to fall to the desert sand. No place for a future Garm. Sounds like a grim response. Alright, Feather Dragon again, so I'm gonna go for a Pike. Bolts, Windlash. Alright. Hi. This is scarcely better than my home in Garm. I regret uprooting my whole life now. Yeah, that's fair. You've never seen any of the books here before. It's a chest of drawers. You have one at home, and you haven't sorted them out yet. Don't do other people's work for them. What if I really like folding laundry? I chose to move here because there'd be less of a military presence, or so I was told. But there's just as much here as back in Garm. Why bother when it's nigh impossible for anyone to attack? Hi, it's me, some random strangers that got shot out of a blimp. It's fine. Alright. Like, I'm gonna go for that. Ow. Still standing. Alright. Alright. Ow. I'm getting a little punched. Just a tiny bit. Dragon danger. Okay. Pike. Blood tonic. Twin slash. Alpanac. Alright. So I'll destroy some more free tonics, which I won't complain about. Oh look. Amplify. Boosts the effects of buffs and debuffs. That only applies to the wearer though, so... Alright, here we go. Oh look, we can just waltz down the middle now. Lucky us! Good time to save. And heal. How's our wallet looking? 34. Oh, wrong one. Alright. Well, let's keep on trucking. Alright. Palace of Elp. Alright, so... the left way is to go grab some odds and ends. Alright, Lancer and Pod. And destroy. M-tonic. Ooh. That's a good prize. Wing 3. Alright. Wing 3 is giving me how much? 62 speed. That's a lot of speed. Elk Knight and Walker. Alright. That to you. Blood Tonic. And White Fang. Yeah, 62 is a lot of speed. But it's also only boosting one stat at the moment, so... Alright, so... There we go, that's a good slap of damage. Walking away again. Oh, we have intruders in the palace. Your visit will have to be cut short. A city that cannot keep out how many invaders are there? 4. 4. If that is too much for Elt, it becoming the new Garm is impossible. I must let the council at Garm know of these failings, but let us go. Oh, buddy, don't worry. There'll be only 4 people invading later as well. I'll just go for the pike. And... Alright. Gaia Lance. Alright. I forget if going this way amounts to much. That's the balcony. I remember this place being a bit mazy. Especially since you have to turn things on and off. Hey, the Elk Key. Alright, well, we just found where Gout was. We're on the other side of the barrier. Ah. Matcha. Or Maca. I'm gonna say Matcha. Well, Matcha has a T in it. Maca, I guess. It's a bird with a sword. Silly bird, you're holding it by the blade, though. Alright. Nothing to find. Alright. Somehow the bird with the sword doesn't have anything to steal. Like a sword. Alright, Isk. I think over this way. Good. Killed the surveyor so fast, I couldn't even get around to stealing from it. Ooh, a cart. Ah, Comet. That's actually gonna be pretty nice. Considering I do need a bow on hand. This for, you know, not too far down in the future here. Can't even check the map. Owl Soleil, Twinlash. Alright. Alright. Another empty room. Ourselves a shortcut. Right. Go for the Jodan. And then an Alfair. I'm gonna try something this time. Oh, that waits. Wait until the end of the turn to do its shit. Alright, sure. Okay. So you're definitely going first. Okay. Because I'm curious at this point. One. Oh, because I used timing on that one. Okay. I was trying to play around with that and I just couldn't get it quite to work out. Because I did not think things through. My primary talent. Foresight. I came in from the left. Oh. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Elcart, Altonic, Elmist. Okay, cool, Mist. Elmist, good. Huh. Backside of an elevator. Some kind of empty throne. Unfortunately, nobody's using that. Direct the robot from the back. Alright. I'll do it right this time. Okay. Pike. Bolts. Hit bang. Alright, spur, and then some more debuff down, defense down. Okay. I have to wait till next turn for that, but... Okay. Good call there. Alright. Bloodwing, skip turn, try edge. Ah. Takes me too long to set up. I'm just an engineer, don't fight me. I hear there's a control panel somewhere that's causing all the walls to lock up. They can be stirred into action if you hit them in the back, sure, but sometimes you can't do that. Karm leans heavily on the robotics side of its army these days. Stan here is gonna ruin them fast. Alright, so I need to activate the control panel, which is somewhere, it's not here. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's a place to sleep. The throne. Control panels are in here somewhere. You know what? Go for that. Blood tonic, twin lash. Two of those should refresh everybody. Hey, a free card. Fair edge. I don't like that. Alright. Alright, just destroy them. It's fine. There we go. Like, goddamn, Shadow Mage does so much legwork. It's not even funny. Like, we're not quite rocking, like, Extinction Event, like, old Zior, builds that I had for him using Heavy Gunner. Like, there's something missing when I can't bombard things for massive damage that ignores half of their defense. But, you know. Ollie will eventually, Ollie, the original big melee hitter I had was Ollie. Doc. Doc should theoretically be doing better than Ollie at this. Because, yeah, I've got some good cooked numbers going here. I think you can just do that. right? Ooh! Plate mail MX. Let's sit and brush away residues. Alright. Equip. Yeah, you need more defense. Actually, wait, I might want that though. Because you're not doing the big bonuses yet. And my defense is, in fact, bad. And I, for some reason, use plate mails. So, yeah. I'll take the plate mail for now. These barriers are such a nuisance. They're not even doing the job of keeping you out. You know, what's a barrier? I've never heard of a barrier before. What is that? How do they work? How do Ojo boards work? Alright, Doc's leveled up. Now, where are we at anyway? 10. Okay. Making pretty decent progress through our current active Jorb. Most of those from Garm see no reason for your destruction. I must differ. Only through Garm shall we escape our impending eternal night. And you shall not interfere. Palace Guard. Alright. Heavy survey. Because that's an AoE buff. Jodan. EX Lance. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Do not like that. Knock that off, please. Pa, 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 pa. Oof. Alright, time to start applying buffs. Oof. I forgot they're rude. Alright. I told you I was told you would be tossed aside like leaves. Well, I mean, you did a lot of damage. You almost kinda did toss some of us around like leaves. It seems to a control panel of some sort. Insert the key. All of a sudden you turn on that which says wall activation. Okay. And we know where a wall is that we couldn't access before. Our left side. Alright, like... Actually, I should use this opportunity to do that real quick. Getting lots of good XP here, though. Maybe Death Blow will activate. Having some healer problems. Last. So it should probably just die to Loon, yeah. Because Loon doesn't fuck around. Actually, how's my wallet doing? 55. Alright. Like... Alright, nice and destroyed. Ba-da-ba. I'm not hemorrhaging or MP or SP. There's a wall bastard around here somewhere. Here you are. Sometimes we just have to cheat and hit the wall from the front. No. It'll just keep lowering its own defenses. Alright. Actually, no, that should be fine. I think I'm officially outspeeding Tama now. I picked like a really fast class and it's finally adding up over the bonus. I don't even have a speed bonus. Yeah, let's see. 298, 303. No, you're still faster. Why am I moving faster? Weird. Move priority is baffling, to say the least. That blank old bedroom in here. Oh, I know I know what that opens. I suddenly remembered what the important thing was here. I'm gonna just repel real quick. Just to smooth my way over that way. I just know there's a couple people we didn't talk to. We managed to get through all our robots. That's impressive. Watch out for those Makas. The head of the Elt keep around, though. They're scarily powerful if clumsy. Elt bothers me as a place. We're still utterly relying on Garm, and there's no way it'll grow much. Plus, there's not nearly enough water to be showing it off in the way this palace does. It's like, I don't know, palaces are bad, conceptually, for some reason. Alright, let's go for... Spur... I am so excited to get Photon Gun on Tama. It's gonna be so goddamn good. Like, just the best. I do appreciate that Spur makes you move last. Like, you're the last person to perform an action if you use Spur. That is actually specifically pretty cool. I hadn't thought about that. That's actually... Yeah, okay, let's see if that works. I hadn't even considered that as an option. I probably should have. And then I can immediately recover 353, yeah. Revenge still has to kind of go through defense and stuff, so, eh. That's why I've always found Revenge to be selectively useful. Bloodwing, I guess. Bolts. Yeah, it doesn't do, like, real fixed damage, so... Yep, good as Bloodwing. Alright, found the elevator. Looks familiar. Voice calls out, "Please proceed to the center of the platform." Voice calls out, "Send this lot to the tower that connects this world to the one below." Thorink now. Welcome to the tower. The orange sky. A room of some kind. It's an interesting room. Oh, gun! Ah. Gun. Gun. I don't like auto gun. Cease. I'll take care of this. You know, maybe my view of explorers keeps, keeping to ruins and caves is a bit outdated. If you're any indication. It's still incredibly foolish traveling here, though. I hear you're a public enemy of Garm now. But that's a problem for you in the future. I'm sure you have a lot of questions you want answering. Alright, so this world, where are we at? Where do I begin? Around 2,000 years ago, something happened that caused your worlds to form on top of ours. Some places, for one, vanished on that terrible night, presumably taken along with to the new world. Whatever the cause, it dimmed the sun and caused the stars to vanish from the night sky. Of course, we had long diminished all records. We'd all dismissed all records we had at that time as unreliable at best or myths at worst. We had thought our sky had always been starless, right up until we discovered your world. Honestly, it's a bit distressing seeing your night sky for the first time. What else? Seems technology of your world's gone in a different direction than ours, and more slowly too. And your world's clearly not dominated by Garm the way ours is. Bit of a struggle to find a book on the subject in your world, in fact. But that's all I can muster at the moment. I'm sure you'll see the other differences on your travels here. This tower? Tower? The Tower of Babel? It's needed to get up to the point. I think it's actually like properly pronounced Babel, actually. Tower of Babel. To the point where teleporting to Elt is feasible. Your world and ours don't overlay each other very well, as that would be too simple. Instead, there's an offset of the offset between the two of about 2 kilometers. Increasing by about a meter a year. It's extremely ether intensive to change your relative position while you teleport between worlds, you see. So much so that ultimately more efficient to transport things through this tower than directly warp there. And as the primary conduit between our world and yours, it has been heavily guarded, and as you'll soon find out. Any other questions? The Army of Garm? Oh, that. Our superior Nax took on the role of subjugating the Eastern world. You should know this already. But he took it on solely to look for proof that he had inherited a share in Garm's government. I'd have loved for him to come back without proof to his claim, or for the chair to no longer exist. But sadly not. The council at Garm almost swept him off his feet to put him in that chair. Any other questions? The council at Garm. Council is a futzy name for the head of Garm's government. Ignoring Gout, of course. Its power waxes and wanes depending on how much the king cares for proper governance. How much Gal's been acting out lately? Acting of late, who knows what'll be like when you finally reach Garm. Any other questions? Garm. I should have assumed you'd ask that. It's an awful mess of a city. Machines patrol the streets by day, and monsters constantly crawl from its forgotten canals and ruins. Cornucopia for you, I'm sure, but one that almost feels inevitable given its history. Garm's history? There's 3 ages of Garms, to speak as broadly as possible. The first is formed of its founding, to a couple of decades after the stars fell, whereupon it was abandoned. The second was the nearly 2 millennia, where it was sparsely populated, slowly falling into ruin. The third happened about 200 years ago when people from the east moved in and took up name and customs. Large parts of Old Garm still lie uninhabited. I hear some parts of the Palace of Garm is still in ruin. Again, I'm sure it'll be a cornucopia for you. I mean, we like stealing shit, but that's not the point. If you leave chests full of shit laying around, I'm gonna take it. Garm's money. You can blame Old Garmite society for that, for being extremely stratified for that. By the end, royalty and commoners used different currencies, as did each other's social rung. It's one of those things that Garm society should have left in the past, but we're stuck with it now. So yeah, you can see why I said it had bad reasons for existing. Liss? Yeah, he's an odd one. I feel that he has the need to boast in front of us, but doesn't feel like there's all that much behind it. Not in terms of power, but more in terms of ideology. Push him any which way and he'll fall over instantly. I don't know how or why he was raised in such a way, but it's left him like a blank, obnoxious slate. A blank slate that's gotten into odd stuff of late, old ruins and the like, and I find that unnerving. Any other questions? Unnerving. You need violent clearance to know about the reasons for their currency. Yeah. Yeah, pre-Garmite civilization did all sorts of weird stuff I've only barely read into. Things that are obviously the reason they vanished or fell into ruin long, long ago. Someone as malleable as Liss might get ideas from them. Someone as foolish as him might act on them too. Alright, Manta. We're both into our robotics, but he's more upfront. Heavy weapons sort, while I'm more technically minded. You use the hammer and he uses guns. Stereotypical, sure, but he just doesn't have the finesse I can bring towards making my enemies miserable. I love that line. Doesn't have the finesse I can bring towards making my enemies miserable. That's a line I need to, like, cash in my pocket for, I need to, like, stash in my pocket for a Pathfinder session at some point. He just doesn't have the finesse I can bring towards making my enemies miserable. I love this line so much. Bears? I'd rather not talk about her with people who are still virtually strangers. Okay. Fair enough. Alma isn't very pleasant. She's the head of a rich family and takes a dim view of everyone else. Somehow she's wormed her way into Garm's government and's been using the position to steal away treasures. Worst of all, she's more than capable of defending herself. Those that try to confront her typically die fast. Try to keep that in mind if and when you run into her again, okay? He's a very isolated town far to the southeast. I don't know much about it. Apparently it used to be the heart of an empire rivaling Garm's, but that was long, long ago. You might be able to get a boat to it from Shaun, if you're itching to see what happened to that Emperor's figure. Any other questions? So that bet. Oh, that. Ferris, Manta, and I were betting on whether or not you'd actually get to Garm in a reasonable amount of time. I bet against you, Ferris bet in favor of you, and Manta, well, he quit after Ferris started helping you out. As for what the loser would do, I'm not giving that away just yet. So why are you here? I'll tell you when we get out of this tower. Just know that it involves you and your world. Any other questions? Oh. Oh then, no reason to keep you here anymore. First, we'll need to get past those guns. There's a registration area down ways down. There'll be plenty of resistance from Babel's local fauna. So, get yourself set up and then head up. Before I forget, take this. That's 2. Bestiary doesn't have, Bestiary you probably doesn't cover the monsters of our world. Luckily, I've been interested in cataloging them of late, and you'll have to suffer my wit and charm. Now, let's go. You won't get past those guns just by standing around. So yeah, There's a bestiary too. These guys sure aren't from Garm, right? But they come in pairs. Why'd you only fight one? They get a good pile of cash bucks and a Fuchai. Alright. Oh yeah, Feather Dragon. I have a chance to drop... a 1% chance to drop Victor. Because of these flock around Garm's walkways, maybe the head of Elt has a fondness for them. I hear these are the pets of the head of Elt? I like the swords. But yeah, we now have Bestiary 2. The Fuchai is actually, I think, one of the older weapons we already had, like, one of, right? I thought it was lower than that. Fuchai. Nope, it's actually pretty decent, but, no point using it because nobody can spear. Yeah, nobody can pointy stick. I guess Tech can, but he needs magic stick. He needs more recovery, not less. Physical damage isn't all that important to me. I care more about your recovery stat. What's over here? Ah, just the prison we broke out of. Ah, convenient. Place to buy some items. Let's see. Honestly, 2 cart. The L cart is like a really good steal here. I'm going to buy 4 of those. We have L salts. I only have one. We have S salt. We don't have L salt. We had I thought we had an L salt. In fact, don't. Tom was right. Revives party member with half HP. I think we have the full HP one, right? No, revives party. Oh, okay. We have the whole. We have AoE salt. Okay. Well, either way, I'm not too worried about it right now. Sky Dragon. Alright. Alright. It's salt with 2 L's. Not to be confused with L salt. Oh yeah, I think Tornado can't kill, so... Defense burst. Yeah, okay. Shenanigans are around the corner. And that's a bullet vending machine. L-Salt, the tome of the 2nd level spell of Salt Element. My favorite flavor, Salt Elemental. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Explodes. Just give him the old AoE slap. forgot there was a goddamn bomb. Which is also excessive in the amount of damage you need to deal to it. Oh yeah, one thing worth mentioning, if you hadn't really noticed it. Because of it, you notice that the regular old bestiary is written a little more straightforwardly. Small etheric bird armed with a fiery disposition. Seems to be on guard for something. Yeah, like these are a little more straightforwardly written. Yeah, the Bestiary 2 is written by Moze. Signed by yours truly, finally given the time and resources it deserved. Hope you like them. So yeah, Bestiary 2 gets the cute flavor text. I feel obligatory to mention. I'm gonna go for that. Catechist will just hold it off for a moment. Can't normally, like, status afflict robots. Yeah. How are we doing on levels? 11? Okay. Oh, item over there. Item first. Always be looting. Blue. Oh, that's actually a decent prize. Still in cash. 3, 5, 11, 62. Alright. And on the left. I know one of these stairwells has something unfriendly on it. I'm taking care each time I go down a stairwell. M spray. It's a bullet vending machine. Oh yeah, cover. Cover's weird. I don't entirely understand its existence. It just kind of applies debuff or buffs to stuff. You know what? Actually, I can have some fun here. Sharok. I hit the cover instead. Death blow. I can't death blow cover. Cover cannot die, so. Cover. I like these. They pop up and give a bit of defense to allies and pop down when things quiet down. Yeah, they're immune to death blow. Yeah, you can't just death blow a robot. Lame. I think it's on the right side where it happened. Oh, Basmu. Alright. Pike. Give me Elslay and Twin Slash. I forgot you have that. I don't like that. Put that back. Alright. There's nothing over there. Yeah, I don't appreciate poison being used against me. I didn't approve of that. I told you you could do that. I didn't. Keep everybody juiced. They're all gonna go away on their own, but that gives me some time to play around. Alright, loot. Not yet. Alright. Yeah, Bloodwing is handy. Alright. Disc. I'll take discs. I will gladly take discs. Alright. Got for me. Horizon! Resists earth and air. I am gonna want that. Do I take Horizon or do I... You take that. I've been taking the armor, so... You're gonna want the wind resistance anyway. Alright. Just blast. Maintain the blasting. Alright, works too. Blur. Blur. Reduces skill and special defense. Okay. That's a pretty nice item. 3 green. Alright. Yeah, those are what we're spending to get our hands on, like, equipment and stuff. So... I'm not turning my nose up to those. And shields. There we go. Alright, free healing. I'll take that. I could probably put a save book down if I had Haven Maker, which I don't, and I won't for a while, unfortunately. Haven Maker kicks ass, like a lot of it, in fact. Keep everybody fresh. Yeah, there we go. Two blue. Yep. Sky dragons out here. I don't like that. Ugh. Yeah. There we go. Red. That worked out for me wonderfully. Here. Loa. Oh, worse than what I'm using. Point for would-be stargazers. Also, a spooky skull with a snake in it. Side elevator. Figures that'd be one. It ain't opening. Hopefully we can open it via the registration area. Alright, I have a sneaking suspicion this is the place. Alright. Gonna eat me a cheap cart. Hold on. Something's coming. Air Unit G and Air Unit B. I wonder what they do. Something like gun and bow or something. I'm gonna shoot for... I think bow is more dangerous, so I'm gonna get rid of you first. Alright, survey. Just mixing it up here a little bit. Warg. Alright, yeah, I knew that they had something good on them. Okay, now I can bully them. Like... Ugh. Don't do that. Okay. Heavy survey. Bolts. Okay. Ah, Babel. Wide shot. I don't like wide shot. Don't want the wide shot. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, this is the fight where not having big AoE healing has been rather painful. Alright. Hey, everybody leveled up. Soleil! Alright. Tom has learned the sun in French. Air units. The registration area is up ahead. No, it's not the time for you to get blown up. Oh, you got anything to say? No, it's not the place or time to futz about that. Alright, sure. Well, we're here. Let's get you set up and registered. Oh, that's that. The main elevator awaits. Awaits. We should be able to take the side elevator we passed by back up, too. So let's not waste any more time. You know, I'm still technically your enemy. Get moving before I change my mind about needing you. Sure. So yeah, we have the warg bow, which I think will actually do us some good legwork. Alright, that takes us like halfway up. Before we encounter anything rowdy. Yeah, we still got enough time to get through the tower. Oh, I forgot to mention the cannons are still active. Brace yourselves. No problem found. Alright, the end. Alright, let's get going. It's all goodies. 3 blue, 3 green, 3 yellow. Oh yeah. More cash. Down there's the emergency stairs. There's no reason to go down that way, so please don't. The temptation. I think there is actually like an item along the way, but whatever. Alright, so, scrambled. So let's poke our noses around. There's a heal here. Yeah, you might notice there's some nasty looking bastards around here. Oh yeah, this is the emergency stairway. Forget if there's other items around here. I'm in fact not leaving the tower. I'm poking my nose around to see if there are holes around here. Nope. Just the lobby full of these particular bastards. Alright, I'm an idiot. Let's fight one. The Girtabilio. Or the big scorpion bastard from the Bravely Summons. Anyway, yeah, this is an overworld, like, field boss guy. He's a bit of a bastard. I'm sure this surprises everyone. I think it actually resists, like, physical attack reductions. So I'm just gonna go for that. Go for the Jodan. Alfair. Alright. Hell Mist. Take it. Ew. Salt. You... I think it's weak to dark. Makes that fine. Yeah. Ow. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, we're just going back to the save point anyway at this point, so... I'll go through some text, it's fine. I actually got through them last time, so... I'm not faster than it, so... I think I remember being able to be faster than these, and you can get the... You can scan a Babel gun off of them. I could be making that up, not remembering right. Definitely remember beating a Girtabulu, so... I'm employing like a low defense team, which is probably not helping. See if maybe there's an answer. We'll give it one more shot and see what we can do. You know what? Give me Hasso. I think that's the right choice here. And Alfair. Ow. Okay. That. Yeah, I just don't have the physical defense to keep up with this thing. I'm just gonna go through this text again, get this out of the way, and then we'll just pick up here next time. This is probably a pretty good leaving off point. Sorry for making us go through this a third time. Alright. Fortunately, it's easy enough to mash through. Alright. Grab our tickets and then save. Alright, so, yeah. Another session of, False Skies down, and we'll keep plugging away at this on the something. When's the next time we'll be doing this? Or charity stream, I know that. Probably the week of charity stream, actually. No, on the 15th. I'm dumb. I can read numbers. Yeah, on the 15th. Yeah, what am I thinking? 2 weeks, 14 days. And then on the right after charity stream. Alright, so, yep, speaking of charity stream, we will probably be doing Panzer Dragoon Saga, I said before, but, you know, I think I'm putting a solid pin in that now. I'm planning on Saturday, the 27th, for charity stream. That is the current plan. I'm gonna prod people and see about timing on things, etc., etc. So that is the current plan. I'll ramble about it more as we get closer. But you know, I kind of wanted to have somewhat officiate it, being, you know, the 1st of July and all. So with that, good night. Catch you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed more False Skies. We're escalating up into shenanigans. I unfortunately have a very defense light team that kind of needs the Guardian buffs, honestly. So yeah, that Gears of Bulu is kind of a bit rough. I can't really get my buffs off fast enough to deal with it. So, well, we'll come back and beat it later. For now, good night. Catch you later. Hope you had some fun. I'm always glad to be playing more of this.